Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Cookie Run Kingdom. So, usually whenever I do these videos, I always kind of tend to do them in a certain way, but of course, you may have recently realized that a few videos ago, with a new update coming out, I recently got Peach Blossom Cookie, which I, for some reason, really like to call Cherry Blossom Cookie because, you know, they both blossom, but one is the peach, one is the cherry, so tell me how I can mistake them, but, whoever cares. Whoever that cares, what am I trying to say? But anyway, with that being said, let me just reach for something over here just to wipe my hands. With this video, we're going to be doing a little bit of an overview video on Peach Blossom Cookie, and that is implying if I can even find them. For all I know, they could be working on something right now, so, let's go ahead and, wait, is that you? Oh my gosh, that's you, instantly. Okay, that's cool. You're just in front of the puppet show. You're just simply watching. Look how cute that is. Okay, so anyway, now before I actually start this video, first of all, I will mention that unfortunately, I won't be able to read comments on this video. It's not like that I can't. It's primarily because I want to leave the video solely dedicated to Cookie. But though, with that being said, still, for this video, if I want to read them out in the future, but if you want to leave them for, if you want to leave questions and comments down in the comment section below, jeez, my throat. Feel free to do so. It could be a random question, a random comment, a random fact, something about me, something about the game, something entirely different. Doesn't even matter, because as long as we're having a fun time at the end of the day, and we appreciate being around each other from community to creator and creator to community, then that's what matters the most. Anyway, basically why I do in these videos is I like to check out the new cookie that I recently obtained. I like to check out their quotes, some of their sprites, what they say, how they work in battle, their story, their description, all that stuff. And I just want to test them out because I heard that this cookie is actually really good in the new story, but also I've heard that white flower, shoot, I made the mistake again. Mystic flower cookie is also really good because they both have like resistance to apathy. And there's actually a lot of people who just told me use both. Because I asked the Cookie Run Kingdom Discord and I'm like, who would be better? And they just said use both. Well, I just might. Anyway, where are you going off to? Hey, don't get back here. Anyway, what do you look like when I pick you up? I gotta admit, okay, I only saw a little bit of it, but that is beautiful. Like, I saw a little bit of it before, but like, you know, I don't even just pick you up, you just gently rest on a little, like, peach blossom, like, tree branch. Like, that's elegant. And if I drop you, you just hop off the branch and you just land gracefully. That's so sweet. I'm also gonna put you down somewhere where you can, I can watch you sit down just in case. Because, there was a little thing I used to have where I could show you how you run, but, Anyway, you look down, and you have, like, your hands clasped together. It looks so peaceful. You are honestly so adorable. I love how you can see such a good color contrast between Peach Blossom and Mercurial Knight. Like, are you kidding me? And he just, like, bows down to me. Like, are you kidding me? Let me just go ahead and get you out. And you happily wait. That is the cutest thing ever. Alright, so let me go ahead and take you over here, because now what we're going to do is we're going to take a gander at some of your quotes, because I am curious as to what you have to say, because I definitely am interested in this character, because, you know, they seem like I hear a Kiwi biker rolling outside my window. But anyway, I am curious about this character, because, you know, I barely know much about him, so show me your info.
Take in the scent of the peach blossoms.
I mean, I'm assuming you smell like peach blossom, because I would not be surprised if he had any other sort of, like, you know, peach blossom fragrance. Look at that! You literally swayed that little, like, bundle of peach blossoms, and then you just made a bunch rain down. Like, whatever quote I said, or whatever I was trying to state, that just held heavy from what you just did right there.
Take in the scent of the peach blossoms.
I did.
A mesmerizing fragrance, is it not?
Okay, that really just seems like you continued what you just said, but to be fair, I don't even think I ever remember sniffing a peach blossom. You know, if I had the spare time, I would go to a candle store, and I would see if they have, like, peach blossom scented candles, because I would do it with organic flowers, but I feel like finding a flower shop is a little bit more hard to find than, like, a candle shop, because, you know, those flavors are contained, but, there's some really good scented candles out there, I will admit that.
Peach boughs will be abundant this season.
Okay, peach bough, are those, like, peach flowers? Because I've honestly, if I'm being honest, I've never heard the term boughs used before, but I want to assume that has something to do with flowers.
Ouch! A cake hound bit me.
Yikes, okay, that can imply one of two things. First of all, that can imply... Oh, look at the butterfly. Is that a butterfly? I don't even know what that is. It looks like, it looks like that one pet that Pondino Cookie has. I'm sorry, I was so distracted that I didn't even notice you getting bit. Anyway, that implies two things. One, either, like, wild cake hounds are just, like, you know, they really appreciate your scent, so they're just like, ooh, this must be really tasty. So they decide to bite you, and that's how you got bitten. Or How the pleb do you say it? I know I'm gonna get flamed for this. Chiffon? Chiffon? Whatever the pleb, the pet for Red Velvet Cookie is, they have something against you. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Or maybe they like you as well. I have no clue.
I can build my paradise here.
I mean, I feel like the only way that you need to build a paradise is that you just need to grow another, like, peach blossom tree here, and then everything will be good in the world. At least to me, at least. I don't know.
Oh, I'm not a fruit merchant.
Well, to be fair, I haven't seen you much in the story, but all I know is that you gave Dark Cacao Cookie one of those peach fruits. Which, to be fair, you're kind of right, because he didn't buy him. You just kind of, like, lend it to him for free. So
take in the scent of the peach blossoms.
I didn't even touch you right there. But I was just going to say, like, you're a little bit more generous, which I do appreciate. I also like that little, like, peach bun. I like the peach bun on top of your head. That's really sweet and adorable.
A mesmerizing fragrance. Oh, ouch. I can build my paradise here.
Oh, ouch.
Where do I hail from? Way up in the mountains.
Yeah, I don't even know if we know this guy's home. Because, fun fact, I'm pretty sure this cookie is actually a guy. So, bundle them up with a group of affogatos and eclairs. Because, I think people are going to be misgenderizing this character a lot, unless if they hear his voice.
Peach boughs will be abundant this season.
I've heard.
A mesmerizing fragrance. The peach blossoms look ready to bloom.
So is it the peach blossoms or the peach boughs that are ready to bloom? I mean, I don't know, but you know what? As long as they're blooming, then that must be a better thing for you. I could imagine, like, the winter kind of being depressing because, you know, all those trees that, like, have all those peach blossoms basically be dead out. Of course, once the season rolls over, you know, when spring hits, they're all gonna be regrown and fresh, but I don't know. Anyway, let's do one more, then I'll go to your menu quotes.
It takes all of nature's blessings to grow a peach bough.
Okay, so peach bough, I'm assuming, is a tree. Because it takes all of nature's blessings to grow a peach bough. Which, to be fair, I need to look up what a bough is at this point. Can I do a quick lookup? Can I just do a quick lookup? Define BAL, bough. Show me what it is. A Chinese steamed bread roll with a filling of meat or vegetables. That does not sound like a tree. I don't think that's a tree, but then again, maybe this game is onto something because it's Cookie Run related. Anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and just enter your main menu stuff because you actually do have some menu-specific
quotes. Would you like a bite of this fruit?
Honestly, I probably would because that sounds delicious. I actually had a peach this morning. It was real good. I never had like would you believe me if I never had like a whole peach? I've had like sliced peaches, but I never had one whole, which I heard that you can even eat the skin off them, but I heard that the skin might have some pesticides on them, which might be okay as long as you wash them properly, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, but peaches are so good.
I can build my paradise here.
That's true, but we're gonna go to your menu real quick.
My peach garden lies high up, above the clouds.
Does that mean that your peach garden, or is that something else? Because I was gonna assume that your peach garden is where that one tree was that you told Dark Cacao Cookie to go up. Because, you know, that's also where, like, a peach blossom tree is. But, I don't know. I think we're just gonna have to find out more about the story to discover anything else.
My peach garden lies... the fragrance in the wind.
Well, to be fair, what was that, Wind Deity Cookie? They probably really do appreciate the scent of peach blossoms too, so maybe you're onto something.
This fruit will help you regain your strength.
Honestly, I need a lot. Give me, like, I want a few dozen. Like, I'm not trying to eat and hog all of them to myself. I want one for myself, and I want to give, like, a bunch to, like, a bunch of my friends, just so I can give them out. They just have to cherish, though. Cherish the flavor. And don't just eat it like a hog.
The dumpling immortals. Charming, are they not?
I'm actually surprised that they mentioned the, oh, no, wait. They're mentioning the immortals, not the, are those the immortal kings? I'm trying to remember who it was like the chefs I'm trying to remember from, episode 3 BC. In episode 4, they were, like, the immortals of dumplings, which, to be fair, I think they're a more unique bunch, because it kind of seems like all the worries aren't there. Because, you know, they're just more focused on, like, some silly gaffes and, like, competitive gaming with themselves. But they still seem pretty unique. I hope we encounter them again in the story.
I lived up in the Rocky Mountains for a very long time.
Okay, so that's past tense. I lived up in the Rocky Mountains for a very long time. So that implies that he moved somewhere, which is pretty interesting. Maybe he moved out into, like, you know, a peach blossom place. Because, you know, he would always be content there. I mean, to be fair, if you have something to eat, you know, being a peach, and you have something to drink, being your peach juice, honestly, you could just live underneath a peach tree for the entirety of your life. Probably not. Honestly, I wish you could, though.
You found a peach bough? What a coincidence.
I don't know, but I don't think I was able to find, something that was filled with, like, meat or vegetables just randomly on the ground. I mean, it's a random guess, but I wasn't able to as far as my knowledge goes.
The breeze is always warm in my garden.
Well, I guess that would help the tree grow. You know, just because I feel like warmer weather is better to grow through than, humid weather. Not, humid is hot, what am I saying? I mean cold weather, chilly weather. Anyway, let's do one more.
My peach garden lies high. I lived up in the the breeze is always warm in my garden.
There should be more, right?
My peach garden lies high up. Above the cloud. The dumpling. Who knows? A peach bough might even grant immortality.
Okay, I gotta get some of those right now. If they grant immortality, give me that. To be fair, I feel like I should be. But then again, that is something dangerous to meddle with. But I don't know, maybe it's like the same aspect as like the Immortals, where like technically they exist, but technically they don't. But before I go ahead and talk about his skill, his story, and using him in battle, I'm going to ask a common question of the day, which is pretty obvious. What is your opinion on Peach Blossom Cookie? Because, to be fair, I don't know if I want to explain this or not, like how I can technically explain this, but I really like their like outlook on life, if that makes sense, because like, just the fact that like we've gotten a cookie who like, how do I say this? I don't think it's been, like, how long has it been since we've gotten, like, a really soft-spoken, like, gentle and caring cookie? Because, like, I'm trying to remember, like, previous updates. Like, Cloud Tete was they were cute, but they were a prick because they were a betrayer. White Flower, definitely not. Stormbringer, more a bit of, like, a rascal, but, like, edgy, I guess. But technically not edgy. Street Urchin, that's edgy. And, what was it? Caramel Shoe? She was nice, but she wasn't on, like, the more shy, soft side. Butter Roll, very, like, ecstatic and, like, active, but, I mean, they're still on the dark side, but it's just their personality sweet. I guess, technically, the last one was White Lily, but, like, they've been in the game for a while, technically, so I wouldn't even remember after that. But to be fair, I really like the voice design that they went. The design for the cookie, I think, is brilliant. I love the flowers. I love the mixes between pinks, blues, and just the slight amount of, like, a dimlish green, still representing that's a nice plant. The voice, mwah, soft, beautiful, and I wish I could hug both the cookie and the voice actor. And, the best way I could describe this is, like, this is a cookie who, like, you would want to read, like, you would want them to read a bedtime story to you, and you would, like, fall asleep. Like, you would, like, fall asleep really happily. But, I don't know, be sure to tell me down in the comment section below. But for now, let's go ahead and read up on their story, which says, Cotton candy clouds gently caress the soft ridges of the mountains. A delicate breeze carries the what? The saccharin? It's either saccharin or saccharin. I'm assuming saccharin. The cotton candy clouds gently caress the soft ridges of the mountains. A delicate breeze carries the saccharine scent of peaches, while heavenly flower petals float down 3 times a day. In this realm of the immortals, Peach Blossom Cookie tends to a small yet lush peach garden. Here, peach boughs blossom, juicy and succulent, nurtured by the warm sunlight and also pristine air along with pure water. If a stray traveler stumbles upon this garden, Peach Blossom Cookie will greet them with a soft smile and a peach bough in hand. They say peach boughs blossom once every 3,000 years. Then how old does that make this cookie? He gazes down beneath the clouds with a gentle look, eyes wise beyond their years. Oh, they are centuries old. Are you kidding? This cookie, who I would assume like would be around like their 20s or something, is like probably 80,000 years old for all I know. Are you kidding? Okay, that was a realization I didn't think I'd make today, but you know what? That's kind of crazy. They have a lot more knowledge than I would have ever expected. And this, I wonder if this will apply to their skill, which is called Heavenly Fruit. With a gentle flick of a peach tree branch, Peach Blossom Cookie summons a peach tree that will periodically heal the team and bear peach bough fruits. The ally with the lowest current HP will receive additional healing. Peach Blossom Cookie will give Heavenly Fruits to the allies to increase their damage resist and debuff resist. The fruit will also grant resistance to apathy and attack and damage resistant buffs when affected by apathy. Enemies will receive unripe peach boughs, inflicting damage, reducing their attack speed and move speed. Peach Fragrance will protect Peach Blossom Cookie, making him immune to apathy. Okay, so, first of all, that apathy buff is really helpful because they're just covered in peach fragrance, which does prove that maybe that peach, or whatever food that was, maybe it was a peach bow, whatever dark cacao ate, that must be really effective against Mystic Flower, because, you know, if they have peach fragrance but it's resistant to apathy, maybe it can imply something, I don't know. But basically, they tend to just heal all the allies and also gives extra healing to the lowest HP ally, giving heavenly fruits to the allies, increasing their damage resistant and damage debuff so they can take a lot more hits. And also the fruits grants resistance to apathy, which is good. Also attack and damage resist buffs, which when affected by apathy. So if you're affected by apathy, you can get more buffs out of it. But also enemies will receive the unripe peach boughs, which inflict damage and also reduces their attack speed and movement speed. So they go slower, attack slower, and they do damage. This cookie seems pretty useful if I'm going to be honest. Now let's go ahead and level you up just a tiny bit. Let's go. Here you go.
Smell the scent of peaches wafting in with the warm breeze.
I feel like I should be feeding you peaches instead of these XP jellies. Like, I'm just being honest. Anyway, here's some more.
Smell the scent of peaches wafting in with the warm breeze. I thought I achieved everything. This feels new.
Well, I mean, it's called being leveled up. I mean, I'm surprised how you haven't experienced it yet. I mean, you're thousands of years old. Like, you'd expect to know something about this.
How lovely.
Oh, that's just sweet.
Oh, to think that this small seed will grow into a delightful fruit.
Okay, so I know this may seem risky. I only spent like a couple like XP jelly. Oh, actually, I'm gonna do one more.
Oh? There's a cloud stuck in the branches.
A cloud stuck in the branches. So, like, do you want to keep it there or do you want to keep it moving? So, I know this may seem shocking, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna feed you this.
I thought I achieved everything.
And if anyone's wondering what
feels new.
If anyone's wondering why didn't you just do that from the beginning, well, that's because I wanted to hear the upgrade quotes, because, you know, you don't really get to hear those that often, because usually people just instantly max them. And also, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the skill, which should be a decent amount. You're also a support in the middle, so I think you should be able to do damage by yourself. I mean, you said that the damaging fruit would be able to. You got 50,000, which seems pretty unique. I'll take that. And let's go ahead and use you out in battle, because I'm actually pretty excited. I'm probably just going to use you in like a normal world exploration mode. I don't know what level to use specifically, but probably somewhere in like a dark mode of one of the main stories. World map, probably somewhere a little bit more back. Maybe Pilgrim's Path? Probably kind of depends. Maybe this one? I just want to check. 33,000. Yeah, sure, why not? But I will resort to Team 3, which last one I used was Cloud Hate and Mystic Flower, which I'm moving you both out of there, but using you.
The trees have borne fruit.
I guarantee you that they have.
Perhaps it's time for the peach boughs.
Perhaps it's time for the peach, like, for what? Like, to be grown? To be found? To be immortal? To make you immortal?
Do not underestimate me.
I mean, at first I did. Then I realized you were like thousands of years old. You're like eons years old. Like, that genuinely shocked me. But let's go ahead and give this a try. Let's go ahead and fight you in battle, because I want to see what you do. I'm very curious. Anyway, just drive them on board. By the way, there's some magic candies I still need to get, like dark choco cookies, which I do want to do a video on. But let's just go ahead and simply run. Let's do 1.5. Okay, so normal attacks. Okay, you just shoot like some cherry blossom star at them, shooting them with the flower thing. And now let's go ahead and activate your skill.
Flourish and grow.
Oh my gosh. So it does give you a good amount of buffs, I think. Heavenly Fruit, which I'm pretty sure it provides attack speed and also, I think, damage resistant and debuff resistant, I think. I think the attack speed was a lie, but you know what I mean. But also just dunks the fruit on them. I don't know why. That's so funny. It's just like you see like a big array of enemies, and it's like, oh, you want to mess with me? Here's some fruit. Boom. I don't know why. That's just so funny. He just drops them all. And they do have a good amount of healing, too. That's real nice. Oh, look at all those treasure chests. They actually had their skill activate pretty quickly. Like, maybe you could apply some cooldown toppings and maybe they'd be a bit better. I don't know, but here's a little bit more fruit for you. No. Well, I hit unripe peach fruit. I'm sorry, unripe peach bough. Forgot about that.
My fruit brought you good fortune.
I mean, to be fair, you're right. Because completing that level, you gave us an extra almond cookie soul stone. So maybe that did give us good fortune. No, thank you very much. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the video right here. What I think I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to go ahead and buff up both Mystic Flower cookie, and Peach Blossom cookie, because I think, if my theory is correct, I think the resistances to apathy can actually stack. So that basically means if I have both of them, like, having one or the other to help resist against apathy would actually be pretty good. But if I have both of them, I'm assuming that at that point, apathy wouldn't even matter to us. So I could probably swap out, like, because Mystic Flower is a healer and Peach Blossom is a support. So maybe I can swap out Snapdragon and Cream Puff with the both of them and then maybe use other cookies. I'm probably still going to use, like, other cookies like Creme Brulee maybe, but it'll just depend on who I end up using. I don't know. It'd be nice to see some team recommendations, but I gotta go ahead and test that out real quick, but it'll take a little bit of time to learn, but whatever. If you enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends if you enjoy my kick run content, and if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future, and also if you enjoy my content in general, did I already just say, what am I saying? There's a bunch of links down in the description that leads to a bunch of my social media, but that also includes a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I can kick you on YouTube stuff for absolutely free. There's a link to my Discord server called the Hypenese Hub, a link to my merchandise where you can buy stuff to represent the channel, and lastly, a link to my Ko-fi where for just $1 a month, you can see exclusive content that you wouldn't normally see in this normal YouTube channel. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese.